Welcome to Pakistanis in Netherlands YouTube channel for another exciting and first video for year 2026. If you're planning to work in the Netherlands or are already applying for jobs here, this video will help you understand how the Dutch job market works and how to approach it strategically. I'll walk you through practical steps, from applications to interviews, so you can avoid common mistakes and improve your chances of success. Your career transition isn't just about finding any job. It's about launching the next chapter of your professional story in a new cultural landscape. With the right approach, you'll stand out to Dutch employers and position yourself for long-term success. Let's transform your job search from overwhelming to empowering. If you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, please subscribe and hit the bell icon so you don't miss any of our latest videos. Don't forget to like, share, and leave a comment. Your support really helps the channel grow. This video offers a step-by-step overview of the job search process in the Netherlands. Whether you are starting out or considering a career change, you'll learn how to prepare your profile, apply strategically, perform well in interviews, and follow up professionally. Our goal is to help you understand the Dutch job market and navigate it effectively. Please scan the QR code to join Europe's leading WhatsApp community for more information.
Let's start with our first topic, which is building your professional profile for the Netherlands. If you're planning to work in the Netherlands or are already applying for jobs here, your LinkedIn profile and CV are not just documents, they are your first impression. In fact, recruiters in the Netherlands spend less than 8 seconds scanning a resume. So today, I'll show you how to build a strong professional profile that actually gets noticed. In the Netherlands, employers value clarity, relevance, and honesty. Your profile should be professional, easy to scan, and straight to the point. Overloading your CV with unnecessary details can actually work against you. The goal is to highlight what truly matters for the role you're applying for. One of the most important but often ignored aspects of a strong profile is keyword optimization. The employers commonly use applicant tracking systems, also known as ATS. These systems scan your CV and LinkedIn profile for specific keywords related to skills, experience, and technical knowledge before a human ever sees it. That means you must include relevant keywords throughout your profile, in your headline, summary, experience, and skills sections. Always match your wording with the job description you're applying for. Instead of listing daily tasks, focus on achievements. The employers prefer results over responsibilities. For example, instead of saying, "I improved team productivity," say, "I increased team productivity by 27%. Whenever possible, use numbers, percentages, or measurable outcomes. This shows impact, ownership, and professionalism, all highly valued in Dutch work culture. In the Netherlands, communication is expected to be clear and straightforward. Your profile should be comprehensive, but not long-winded. Focus only on skills and accomplishments that directly relate to your target position. Your LinkedIn profile and CV can open doors, but only if they're built strategically. The second most important topic is privacy and professionalism in job applications, and is something very important in the Netherlands: respect for privacy and professional boundaries. Employers pay close attention to this, especially from the very first contact. Your email address is often the first impression you make, even before your CV is opened. Always use a clean and professional format, ideally with your first and last name. Avoid nicknames, numbers, or casual words. The employers value professionalism right from the first interaction, and a proper email address shows seriousness, maturity, and respect for workplace norms. Unlike some other countries, employers do not expect and do not want personal details on your CV. You should not include date of birth, marital status, full home address, passport, or ID details. Including these details can actually work against you, as it may be seen as unprofessional or unnecessary. The focus should always remain on skills, experience, and suitability for the role. Photos on CVs are common in the Netherlands, unlike countries such as the US, but they must be professional. Your photo should be head and shoulders only, taken against a neutral background, in professional attire, clear, well-lit, and high quality. Avoid casual selfies, heavy filters, or distracting backgrounds. The goal is to look approachable, confident, and professional. Dutch culture strongly values a clear separation between professional and private life. Relationships at work matter, but they are built through transparency, respect, and professional behavior. This cultural awareness can significantly improve how your application is received. When applying in the Netherlands, always remember, your skills speak louder than your personal details. Respect privacy, maintain professionalism, and present yourself as competent and approachable.
This section is about something many people skip: planning before applying. In the Netherlands, a well-thought-out career path is highly respected, and random job applications rarely work. Before sending out CVs, pause and ask yourself one important question: where am I going professionally in the Netherlands? The employers prefer candidates who show direction and purpose, not confusion or trial-and-error job hopping. Start by evaluating your educational qualifications, professional certifications, previous job roles, industry experience. Identify what truly strengthens your profile in the market. Be realistic. Not all international experience translates directly. The key is understanding how your skills fit local expectations and where you may need upskilling or certification. Next, research where the opportunities actually are. Currently, strong hiring sectors in the Netherlands include technology, healthcare, renewable energy, logistics, creative industries. Aligning your skills with market demand dramatically improves your chances of success. Applying without this research often leads to frustration and rejection. Now comes the most important step: choose a clear direction. The employers strongly prefer specialists over generalists. They want to see logical career progression, consistency in roles, a clear professional identity. Your CV and interviews should tell a coherent story: where you started, where you are now, and where you're heading. The job market rewards intentional career planning. Unlike markets where frequent job changes are normal, the employers value stability, commitment, long-term growth. Every role you apply for should make sense as part of your long-term career trajectory, not just a short-term job. Research shows that candidates who can clearly explain their career goals are 34% more likely to receive interview invitations in the Netherlands. Clarity builds confidence, and confidence builds trust. In the Netherlands, successful careers are built with strategy, patience, and focus. Plan first, apply second, and your chances improve significantly. Now I will discuss how to job hunt smartly in the Netherlands. Sending random applications is rarely effective here. A strategic and organized approach makes a significant difference. In the job market, timing, visibility, and relevance are key. Employers often receive hundreds of applications, so your goal is to be early, targeted, and visible. Start by creating daily LinkedIn job alerts using very specific keywords related to your role. For example, information security, human resources, or mechanical engineer. Always select Netherlands as your location. Daily alerts help you apply as soon as a job is posted, which significantly improves your chances of being noticed, especially because recruiters often review early applications first. Next, turn on the Open to Work feature on LinkedIn. This makes your profile visible to recruiters who are actively searching for candidates. According to LinkedIn data, this simple step can increase your profile views by up to 40%. Make sure your profile is fully optimized before activating this feature, because increased visibility only helps if your profile clearly communicates your skills and experience. In the Netherlands, it's best practice to apply through more than one channel. Always submit your application via LinkedIn and the company's official website. Many companies give preference to direct applications, and their internal systems often collect more detailed and structured information than LinkedIn alone. Skipping the company website can mean missing an important step in the hiring process. The recruitment processes are usually structured and methodical. For large companies, the process often takes 4 to 6 weeks from application to offer. Medium and smaller companies may move faster, especially for high-demand roles. Understanding this timeline helps you manage expectations, stay patient, plan follow-ups professionally. The Netherlands has a strong network-based business culture. Whenever possible, look for first-degree connections, second-degree connections, former colleagues, or alumni. Even a referral or informal introduction can significantly increase your chances of getting an interview. A short, polite message can often open doors that applications alone cannot. In the job market, success comes from strategy, consistency, and connections. Apply smart, stay visible, and always use your network.
Now I will focus on a critical success factor in the Netherlands, and that is customization. Generic CV and copy-paste applications rarely work here. The employers expect preparation, relevance, and clear motivation. In the Netherlands, job applications are evaluated very carefully. Employers expect you to show that you understand exactly what they are asking for, and that you meet those requirements. The job descriptions are usually very detailed and precise. Every requirement listed is there for a reason. Instead of sending the same CV everywhere, carefully review each requirement and adjust your CV accordingly. If a role asks for 3 years of Python programming, don't just list Python as a skill. Clearly state something like, I have 4 years of experience using Python to develop healthcare applications. This level of specificity immediately signals relevance, honesty, and attention to detail qualities is of highly value. Before applying, and especially before interviewing, take time to research the company in depth. The interviewers often ask, what do you know about our company? Why do you want to work here specifically? Be prepared to talk about the company's position in the market and its competitors, recent news, projects, or innovations, the company's values and work culture, why their work genuinely interests you. This shows motivation and respect for the organization, not just a desire for any job. In the Netherlands, the motivation letter is extremely important, often more important than the CV itself. Unlike cover letters in some other countries, a motivation letter should clearly explain why this specific role interests you, why you want to work for this particular company, what attracts you to working in the Netherlands, how your background prepares you to succeed in this role. Avoid generic language. Be direct, honest, and specific. Dutch employers value authenticity over exaggeration. The business culture emphasizes on preparation, direct communication, transparency, and authentic motivation, showing that you have done your homework and have clear reasons for applying to this role at this company greatly improves your credibility as a candidate. The Netherlands has one of the highest English proficiency rates in the world, and many workplaces operate in English. However, showing interest in learning Dutch sends a powerful message for long-term commitment, willingness to integrate, and respect for local culture and society. You don't need to be fluent. Even mentioning that you are learning or planning to learn Dutch is a strong positive signal. In the job market, success comes from preparation, relevance, and sincerity. Customize every application, and show employers that you are not just qualified but genuinely interested. You can master the interview process by following these simple steps. While interviews may look familiar, the expectations and cultural details in the Netherlands are quite specific. In the Netherlands, interviews are treated as formal professional meetings. Your preparation, punctuality, and communication style all send strong signals about your work ethic and respect for others. Being on time is not optional, it is expected. For in-person interviews, plan to arrive around 30 minutes early. This gives you time to settle, observe the environment, and avoid last-minute stress. For online interviews, check your internet connection, camera, microphone, and software at least 1 day in advance, and then again about 30 minutes before the interview. In Dutch business culture, arriving late even by a few minutes is seen as a lack of respect for other people's time. The interviewers usually ask you to introduce yourself at the start. Prepare a clear, well-organized introduction lasting about 5 to 10 minutes to explain following such as your name and current location, your educational background, your professional experience that is most relevant to the role. Avoid sharing personal or unrelated details. Dutch employers value clarity, focus, and efficiency over long stories. Many employers use behavior-based interviews to assess how you handle real workplace situations. Prepare 5 to 7 examples using the STAR framework. Keep each answer concise, ideally under 5 minutes, and clearly highlight your individual contribution, not just the team's effort. Always maintain a constructive and positive tone. Avoid criticizing former employers, managers, or colleagues. Instead, explain challenges as learning experiences and focus on how you solved problems or improved processes. Dutch professional culture respects people who take responsibility and show maturity in difficult situations. Interviews in the Netherlands often happen in multiple stages, such as an initial screening, usually with HR, a technical or skills-based interview, a final interview focused on team fit and company culture. As you progress, interviews become more detailed, with greater emphasis on technical knowledge, collaboration, and how you fit into the team. Dutch communication is known for being direct and honest, but still professional. Expect straightforward questions about your skills and experience, how you handle feedback, how you collaborate with others, your approach to work-life balance. These topics are important because Dutch workplaces value openness, teamwork, and sustainable productivity. Success in interviews comes from preparation, clarity, and professionalism. Be punctual, be direct, and be authentic. That's what employers respect most. If you need more help for interview preparation, please contact us and we will guide you in more details for a successful outcome.
Let's discuss about STAR method, which is widely used by many employers. The STAR method is a simple and effective way to structure your interview answers, especially in the Netherlands, where clear thinking and concrete examples are highly valued. STAR stands for situation, task, action and result. It helps you explain your experience in a logical, organized, and professional way, rather than giving long or unclear answers. Start by briefly setting the context of situation. Explain where and when the situation happened and what was going on. Keep this short, just enough to help the interviewer understand the background. Next, describe your task or responsibility in that situation. What was expected from you? What challenge or problem were you responsible for solving? Explain what you personally did to handle the situation as your action. Use I statements, not we, and focus on your own decisions and actions. The interviewers want to clearly understand your individual contribution. Finally, share the outcome or results. Mention what was achieved and, if possible, include measurable results like time saved, performance improvement, or positive feedback. You can also briefly mention what you learned, if relevant. Mostly interviewers appreciate structured answers, logical thinking and real evidence-based examples. The STAR method helps you present your experience in a way that matches these expectations. Prepare at least one STAR example for each key skill in the job description. Try to keep each full STAR answer under 5 minutes, with the action part being the most detailed. When used well, it helps interviewers quickly see what you did, how you did it, and the value you bring.
Final but very important part of the interview process: asking the right questions and following up in a professional, culturally appropriate way. In interviews, asking thoughtful questions is seen as a sign of genuine interest, preparation, and professional maturity. It shows that you are evaluating the role seriously, not just trying to secure any job. Instead of asking basic or personal questions, focus on topics that show long-term thinking, growth, and development. Ask about learning opportunities during your first year. This shows ambition and a desire to grow within the company. Asking how performance will be measured demonstrates accountability and a results-oriented mindset. Also, questions about the team and collaboration show that you value teamwork and communication, both very important in Dutch workplaces. Questions about company culture helps you understand how values are practiced on a daily basis, not just written on paper. In initial interviews, avoid asking about salary, vacation days, or working hours unless the interviewer brings these up first. In the Netherlands, these topics are usually discussed later in the hiring process or after an offer is made. Send a thank you email within 24 hours and briefly thank the interviewer, confirm your interest, and mention something specific from the conversation. This shows attentiveness and professionalism. Even if the interview went well, continue applying elsewhere. Dutch hiring processes can take 3 to 6 weeks, especially in larger organizations. If you don't hear back within the given time frame, one polite follow-up email after 5 to 7 days is acceptable. Avoid repeated messages, as this can create a negative impression. Dutch professionals appreciate directness combined with politeness. Your follow-up should clearly express interest without sounding desperate or pushy. Calm, respectful communication reflects confidence and cultural awareness. The interview doesn't end when you leave the room. Smart questions and professional follow-up can leave a strong, lasting impression in the job market. It's important to remember that finding a job is not just luck, it is a skill. And like any skill, it improves with learning, practice, and persistence. Getting a new job, especially in a new country, is a learning process. Every application you send and every interview you attend teaches you something about the market, about expectations, and about how to present yourself better next time. The job market offers excellent opportunities for those who are willing to adapt to its professional culture and stay positive and consistent. Your LinkedIn profile and CV should focus on achievements, not just duties. Include relevant keywords. Respect Dutch privacy norms. Your goal is to present yourself as skilled, reliable, and authentic, not over-polished or overly personal. Successful candidates don't apply randomly. Define a clear career direction based on your qualifications, your experience, and current market demand. Use daily job alerts and apply through multiple channels to increase your visibility and chances of success. Generic applications rarely work in the Netherlands. Research each role and organization and tailor your CV and motivation letter accordingly. Most employers strongly value preparation and genuine interest, not mass applications. Prepare structured answers using the STAR method, maintain a positive and professional tone, and ask thoughtful questions. Finally, remain patient and professional throughout the process. Follow up politely, continue applying until you have a signed offer, and remember that every interview adds to your experience and market understanding. The job search journey requires strategy, preparation, and resilience. If you stay focused, adaptable, and positive, the right opportunity will come. Good luck, and success on your journey in the Netherlands.
As we come to the end of this session, remember one key message. Success in the Dutch job market is not accidental, it is intentional. From building a professional profile, planning your career path, customizing applications, and preparing for interviews, every step matters. The Netherlands values clarity, preparation, professionalism, and authenticity. And when you align your approach with these values, your chances improve significantly. Also remember that job hunting itself is a skill. It gets better with practice, reflection, and persistence. Rejections are not failures, they are feedback. Every application and interview helps you refine your strategy and understand the market better. If you ever feel confused, stuck, or unsure about your next step, you don't have to do this alone. If anyone needs personalized help, guidance, or one-to-one support, you are more than welcome to contact us privately. We are happy to guide you based on your background, experience, and career goals in the Netherlands. Thank you for watching, and I wish you clarity, confidence, and success on your Dutch job search journey. The right opportunity will come. Stay focused and keep going. If you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, please subscribe and hit the bell icon so you don't miss any of our latest videos. Don't forget to like, share, and leave a comment. Your support really helps the channel grow.